Jeremy.
Hi.
So you're here for NAMM and for Roland, and you have a new cloud idea here for us.
Absolutely. I'm here with Roland Cloud and the RainLink communication system. And this has been a very exciting journey for me because I realized that we have something here at Roland that's in line with the spirit of the company from the beginning. Roland used to have a motto called "We Design the Future." And I'm happy to say that Roland still designs the future. And Roland Cloud is the future for two reasons. One is it lowers the cost of having professional results big time, because we all watch our pennies. And number two, it raises the quality level beyond anything comparable in terms of a home studio setup.
Yeah.
When I was a professional composer, I would rely on 30 computers or more to render my scores. And I did this for a lot of reasons because I wanted the detail and the quality to be what I demanded of my work. And what I demanded of my work was to hit a standard that would allow me to be competitive as a composer in this world. And so when you're working on an A-list video game like I was working on, a billion-dollar video game, there's a lot of people that would want to have that job. And so needed my gear and my race car, if you will, needed to go fast. And so I had over 30 computers and $500,000 worth of professional mixing equipment and microphones and all this, total $1 million worth of stuff to make my sound. And that sound went on to be very successful. But I asked myself a question. When I first got started in this business, would I have done better if I had access to better equipment at a cost that I could afford then? And my answer was, yes, I probably would have been farther in my career had I not had these years of struggling, you know, trying to make ends meet. And I realized that most musicians need some sort of competitive advantage, so their ideas are the only thing limiting them. The equipment and budget should never limit a musician. And so what Roland Cloud does is for a few $100s a year, you get access to thousands of dollars worth of sounds. In fact, our goal is to be able to for a few $100s a year, you'd have the capability to score a major feature film or a video game or a top 10 record or what it happens to be. Because by putting the processing and what's required in the cloud, we lower the cost of what's required in gear in the home or in the home studio. So an inexpensive laptop computer and an inexpensive controller keyboard are really the only two ingredients you need, in addition to a modern internet connection and a Roland Cloud account. So this is where RainLink comes in. RainLink makes affordable, high-quality music in the home possible because RainLink is a high-resolution communication pathway. We're able to take what's in your DAW and your sequencing, whatever DAW you're using, we capture that MIDI data, we up-res it in RainLink, and we send this information to the cloud. The cloud then has a parallel set of data that matches the sounds that you have on your machine, but in much greater detail and much greater resolution. So you might have a piano sound that might be a gigabyte or two on your local machine. And we have a version of that same piano with your modifications and tweaks to EQ and everything else. But we have a version of that piano that might be 8 terabyte. And 8 terabyte, that's amongst the largest virtual instrument in the world. And we have many of these instruments that we're developing at Roland Cloud. To download 8 terabytes would take you a year on a normal internet connection, and even if you could download it, you have to put it on your poor computer, and how many people are going to spend 8 terabytes of hard drive space on one instrument on their local computer? So this is beyond deep sampling. This is ultra deep sampling. This is detail and resolution that goes beyond anything we've ever seen in sampled music or virtual instruments before. And is there a difference between an 8 terabyte piano and a gigabyte piano? And the answer is overwhelmingly yes. Like articulations and things that are inherent in the piano that have been overlooked for years in digital piano making and digital sampling are no longer overlooked, they're no longer ignored. Like a staccato sound is more than just a short note with an envelope that clamps it off. A staccato sound is the full cycle of the sound. And to have the full cycle of the sound, you have to have enough tempos, variation, and enough database to handle the full expression. We call full cycle sampling. The full sample has to be captured. And we have the record of that, and that's what's in the cloud. And so what we do is we take this control information, we render the audio, and we send it down back into your DAW as a stereo file or a 4-channel file. It depends on what your settings are, what you want. That's the future of rain linking. What's what we call rain linking. Right now, that's still in beta. We also offer ACB synthesizers, which are amazing. These are not sampled synthesizers. These are synthesizers that use a DSP simulation that's where we've simulated individual components on a circuit board, like capacitors and resistors and filters and stuff like that, to recreate some of the greatest synthesizers Roland's ever made, including the Jupiter 8, the ProMars, the SH101, SH1, the Modulus synthesizer, the System 100M, and of course modern versions, incarnations like System 1. And there are more synthesizers on their way. So when you have a basic Roland account for $19.99, you get the ACB synthesizers that we made. You get something called the Anthology line, which is an ultra deep sampled, what I call Roland Remastered, a deep sampled version of prior synthesizers, but yet run through modern summing, through modern 64-bit platform of sound. This gives the old Roland synthesizers a fresh new sound that a lot of people have never experienced before. We also have a new synthesizer line called Flavor, which is coming out. We're very excited about Flavor. More about that soon. And then there's, last but not least, the Terra acoustic line of sampling, where we're doing Terra drums, Terra guitar, Terra piano. These are, we say Terra because these are in the terabyte league of sampled instruments. And so the idea is to give you fast access, seamless integration in your workflow, no matter the DAW you're working in through a VST plugin, and also world-class access to real synthesizers using the ACB technology and ultra deep sampled remastered sounds from the Roland catalog. So we feel very strong about our lineup right now, even in beta. This is a early access public beta. You get a 1-month trial. You can sign up for free, try it out. It's what we call an open gate system. We don't ask for a credit card. If you like us, keep us going. Try us for a month. If you don't like us, that's fine. Come back in a few months, see what more of our offerings are. But Roland Cloud will continue to evolve week by week, month by month. We will continue to add products to the baseline subscription available to create value that's ever increasing week by week, month by month, year by year.
Many things to come.
Many things to come. And I'm really excited about the RainLink high resolution communication pathway. RainLink is approximately 132,000 times the resolution of any sort of control that we've had before. It's a 24-bit word length, high resolution technology that allows for expression in velocity, expression, and continuous control information like breath control or volume control, amplitude filter control. And Roland is making our instruments RainLink enabled. So right now we have our TD50 and our RD2000 upcoming products and our upcoming System 8. These are all RainLink enabled. These are on the way. Great, so one of the ways that RainLink can work with MIDI is here with Terra drums, we have a feature called the RainLink feature, and really what it is an up-resing feature where we take MIDI, where we say you might hit a drum at 125, we're able to raise, and through interpolation and or resing a number to like 125.693. And that actually will play back a different sample, a different recorded sample set. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show how this little adjustment, this is MIDI resolution, and as we're able to, oops, we're able to raise this.
I've recently become a user. In terms of MIDI, I'm not sure.
Okay.
But I made an account.
I don't want to learn MIDI. I want to just adjust the figure. There we go. As you can see, graphically or representationally, we're adjusting the amount of up-resing, or in a way it's like an anti-aliasing or interpolation, but we're able to work with traditional MIDI and provide a result that's actually beyond 127 steps of resolution. And it's quite amazing, especially with drums. A lot more variation.